Hey, the stay-at-home period is boosting LOVE love. In fact, a recent study says more than 6 in 10 engaged couples say their relationships have strengthened while at home due to the coronavirus restrictions. Well, Sally Morrison is the director of PR for Natural Diamonds at De Beers Group and joins us now with more about it. Good morning, Sally.
Good morning. Good morning.
Let's get into this. What has your research showed when it comes to an increase in the number of people getting engaged?
Well, as you pointed out in your lead-in, the research showed that more people feel like their relationship has been made stronger. And we consulted with Dr. Terry Real, who's a relationship expert, and he said this makes total sense. People are together, they've been at home, they've spent more time together than ever before. So relationships have become intensified. There has also been this sense that people are getting through something that's been quite challenging, and they've done it together as a team. So that's accelerated what was going on in their lives anyway. So if they were moving towards getting engaged, this has accelerated it. And in many cases, couples are getting engaged. We're hearing all around the country, but not necessarily knowing when they're going to be able to get married. So it's definitely a phenomenon this year, and a lot of retailers are saying that people are coming in to buy engagement rings. And
when you get to the phase of looking at rings themselves, what do you say is the most important attribute?
Well, that's super interesting. I mean, we asked a lot of consumers about that in a study we did. We co-sponsored with The Knot. And over half of them said that the primary thing they were interested in was the shape of the diamond. So, for example, we have some really beautiful diamond shapes right here. This is a really beautiful oval. It's a Forever Mark ring designed by Michaela Erlanger, who's a very famous celebrity stylist. So people are very interested in shape. Secondly, they're very interested in design. And I think that it's interesting because design and shape come up very, very high, less so about size. So that's a sort of different shift than we've seen in the past.
What about traditional styles? Are they kind of making a comeback?
Definitely. It is all about the simple, classic, iconic diamond engagement ring, sort of solitaire shapes. And again, I think that makes sense, right? We've all been at home a lot. We've had to think about what's important to us. We've sort of returned to, in many ways, a simpler lifestyle, and we've been able to shed a lot of things that were not necessary. So definitely in terms of engagement rings, there is a return to the classics. And whether it's a sort of a simple solitaire, for example, we have a couple here from Zales. You know, it's just a solitaire diamond, just held in a very simple prong setting. That's certainly something that's, you know, very on trend right now.
And just looking at your beautiful display, several different shapes and sizes. And so really, bigger isn't always better because the shape and the design prove that.
I think that's right. You know, we're moving away from a culture that's about kind of wattage and, you know, what it looks like to everyone else, and more about a natural diamond engagement ring as a reflection of a very, very personal, deep connection with another person. So it's all about the symbolism.
And as we all stay at home even longer, is there a website those couples out there can view just to see all these different examples themselves?
I think there are a lot of great websites out there right now. These rings are all on forevermark.com. These beautiful ones we talked about earlier, the solitaire rings, are on Zales.com. There's also a really wonderful website called naturaldiamonds.com that has tons of content, beautiful photography, a huge section on bridal jewelry. So yeah, lots to look at.
Well, we appreciate you taking out the time this morning, showing these collections, because like we mentioned, more couples are getting engaged and we want to give them something nice to say I do forever. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, say I do to these treasured forever ideas. For more, just head to the website right there on your screen. De Beers Group is a proud sponsor of Las Vegas Morning Blend.